Being ambitious but lazy is a common problem that many of us are going through. We intend to think that things will just happen miraculously without us doing anything, without us moving a single muscle, which is completely insane. Because that kind of unrealistic mindset is the one that keeps us stagnant and also imprison us from taking the necessary action in order for us to achieve our desired goals. There's a phrase that says, laziness has killed more dreams than failure ever did, which is true. If you can look at it, tell me how many people who are in the cemetery who died with all of those ideas, with all of those brilliant ideas, which they never executed. Millions, right? So essentially, this signifies that as individuals, we are capable of so much. It's just that we don't give ourselves enough time. We constantly give in to other things that are not only distracting us, but killing our potential and distinguishes the fire inside of us. We don't really focus on ourselves. We don't really invest in ourselves. And that's one of the reasons why we don't grow and will never do. Because whatever that you constantly do on your daily basis, you'll become good at it. If you constantly like to gossip about other people's lives, then eventually you'll become good at it. If you constantly like to play football, then guess what? You'll become good at it eventually. So my point exactly is that if you can normalize the fact that you always sit around the whole day and you do nothing productive, that whole thing will slowly turn into a habit, and it will be extremely difficult for you to overcome it because that habit will demand you to feed it. That's why you always witness other people's lives running in circles, no improvement, no change. Doing the same thing day in, day out, but expecting different results. This is not the reason why you click on this video, isn't it? You didn't click on this video just so that you can listen to me talking about the problems instead of the solutions, right? Although all of us are capable of achieving our goals and meeting our expectations, but it's quite crucial for us to understand that we don't get there by looking ourselves in the mirror and beating our chest, no. But we get there by putting the necessary hard labor that is required. One of the greatest, Jim Rohn, once said, in order for you to become the best version of yourself, you need to first think about the things that will help you and also contribute in making sure that you become the best version of yourself. And if that requires you to start changing how you talk, then do so. If that requires you to start changing your certain group of friends, then do so. If that requires you to start, waking up early in the morning, then do so without any questions asked. Another thing for you to avoid in order for you to start taking the necessary action towards your goals is to not talk about your plans. Because the more you talk about them to people, the less energy you will have to execute them. As human beings, we have this tendency of getting caught up in fantasizing about what we want to accomplish instead of physically working towards accomplishing it. So keeping your goals and plans to yourself will tremendously make things convenient for you. Like the fact that you have ideas and you are ambitious about them, to me that signifies that you are destined for greatness. All it's required for you to do is to channel your mind right. If you can do that, there's no way you won't see any drastic changes in your life.